Morning. Welcome to the week that is. Let's do a what's coming up for the week ahead. Oh, I'm going to use my own cards. I see them spying at me and going, use me. See what's going on in the energies. I feel like there is something sort of moving and changing. I know I feel like I'm broken record a little bit with this stuff, but there does feel like to be a shift in the energy. Definitely things moving forward with freeing up opportunities. So that could bring in whatever you want it to be. The new moon may have brought in some opportunities for you as well. But let's have a look in and see what that represents when it comes to counterparts as well, shall we? So what is the opportunities coming forward for this week? Any sort of surprises? Last week we had a lot of towers. I don't know if that affected any of you. Let me know. But this could all still like continue over if nothing's happened yet. I do feel like timings are sort of a little bit in the universe a bit slower than ours, like as we know. But you know, sometimes we go, oh, this is happening this week, and then it happens the week after, or even, you know, the month after sometimes. But I feel like it's like we have our timings and the universe has theirs. So definitely just take it as sort of like it could happen. It's happening. It's happening. It's definitely happening because we've got repeated messages, but the repeated messages are sort of saying it's coming up. So just know that the timing of it may change, but the actual message won't, you know. There's definitely some big shifts and changes coming. And I feel like there's some real, I'm going to use all of these because they fell out. All right, so bottom of the deck, we've got the Ten of Swords. There's an ending coming. There is something that's got to finish off or end. And I feel like part of that is, or it's my voice just waking up to the day and the talking that I've got to do. There's part of that is like, whatever you've got to move away from, or there might be something your counterpart's got to move away from, but they're making those decisions because I feel like there feels like an energy of change, and anything that's changing, I always feel like there needs to be an ending before a new beginning. And it doesn't have to be something drastic. Sometimes it could just be, you know, I've decided I'm not going to work there anymore. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat that anymore. I'm going to have a different habit. You know, it's a different habit. Changing a habit could be something as small as that. But I do feel like this Ten of Swords to me feels like it's a mental stress that's been going on in your life for a while. So it may be something that you're thinking, oh, I have to make a conscious change about. Just laughing because the cards come out that I just mentioned. But anyway, so there is progress, movement forward. And I feel like this is in with financial stuff and with like progress of things moving forward in a way that it could be plans of new beginnings, new projects in a way, or things that you just suddenly go, you know what, I'm going to try this instead, or I'm going to focus on that instead. We do that a little bit with our counterparts where we go, I'm just not going to focus on them, I'm going to focus on myself, I'm going to do that, and then it brings it in. So it could be that as well, but I feel like you're doing that and then they're getting their shit sorted. It's almost like that mirroring thing where you're both doing that and then it'll combine to you coming together, because there is like a passionate offer coming forward. I've got Bradley Cooper here, the Knight of Wands. Passion, energy, poke me with your wand. But then I've got it with the Death card, which is that transformation card. So I do feel like there's some sort of realization coming with your counterpart where they're realizing what this connection is and actually making a sort of like conscious moment of like, I need to do something towards getting this happening now. That's why the Knight of Wands is there. It's that sort of like quick movement forward. It's not like a slow moving knight. It's like I've got to really push this forward in a fast sort of way. And the communication that comes in with that is almost like them ready to sort of like actually admit something to you, because I've got the Page of Swords, so it's not a cup or a wand. Like, it's not a passionate thing. It's almost like I'm just going to admit something that's been hidden. That's what it feels like to me. And it's because she's got a book there, it almost feels like they're going to write it down. Like there's going to be an email or a text or something. But I've got the Lovers. So it sort of comes in a way of like, I feel like they want to tell you how they've been feeling, or that they recognise the connection. They've weighed up the options of what they've had in their path or what's been going on with them, and it's almost like now they see that they can fit this in with you. I've got the Seven of Swords here. It's almost like Seven of Swords to me is that sneaky hiding something thing, and I feel like they may before have been a little bit sort of like hiding something or holding back some of their true feelings, and I feel like now they're going to actually go, you know what, I had to do that, or I was doing that because of this. And it's almost like then they can explain what was going on, and it's almost like they've figured out what the connection means. Now they're going to move forward and tell you why they did what they did. Even though you sort of feel like you know, it's almost like there's more to be revealed. I've got the Queen of Pentacles. This week ahead, there's going to be some sort of change or situation in your financial world as well. I feel like there's some sort of offer of more financial gain or abundance. Maybe it's just happiness, or you feel a little bit lighter. But I've got the Ten of Cups, so this comes in at the right time when you're feeling like you can welcome it. I feel like it's sort of almost like if it had happened a couple of months ago when you were struggling more, or when you were thinking you really needed it, almost like it's all almost, oh, I need, you know, where are they? They haven't been around, and my counterparts disappeared, and blah, blah, blah. It's almost like it's happening now when you're almost sorting your shit out. And that makes sense because now you're both on the same page. But it happens after an ending of some sort, or walking away from another situation. So whether you're leaving a karmic or they are, that's what's going on. And I always find this card comes in before union. I've got the Seven of Cups here to say they're making a new choice, and so are you. Like it's almost like there's new opportunities coming in from a different angle, you know. So these opportunities are coming in, are welcoming, and they're also things that you might go, oh, I haven't tried that before, but I'm going to give it a red hot go. And the stress and strain that you've been feeling about, like, what should I do about this, or how am I going to cope with that, is sort of almost like moving away. It feels like, you know, the screaming of like, oh, God, I'm, you know, waking up at night worrying about your bills, or worrying about this, I haven't heard from so-and-so, or whatever. That all's shifting away because the communication's coming in. Got the King of Swords here, which is great with words, good with advice, and a massive sword. So I feel like the King of Swords is the one, because I've got the Page of Swords and the King of Swords. This is where the communication is coming in, and it's very straight down the line. There's no bullshit or holding back anymore. They're not fobbing you off or making you feel like you're a bit crazy about what you're thinking or feeling. It's almost like validation for what you thought. Because the new wheel has turned, there's been an ending, there's been a change, there's been a shift in the situation or the cycle, and there's a new lucky cycle beginning. Got the Death card again to say that this is a new beginning, a new transformation has happened, and there's new sort of change in consciousness. And that sneaky behaviour that was happening, Seven of Swords again, we're doing double cards, is sort of saying that is going to change. There's going to be some sort of revelation about what that meant, or why they were hiding something, or it's going to come to the front and it's going to be revealed to you. And that's going to cause celebration. It's almost like, yay, I wasn't wrong. I wasn't crazy. This is what I was waiting for. This is why I've been sort of like holding out. That's my dog doing a reverse sneeze. That's not a weird pigeon. She's okay. And it's almost like validation for everything you've sort of been waiting on. Then comes the love offer. But it's not like bombarding you with love. It's almost like, yes, I know there's a connection now. Yes, I know this. Yes, I know that. But they want to start from afresh. It's not like they want to start right in the middle with, I want to let's get married. It's like, let's go on a date. Let's go have a coffee, go out and see what's happening. But I've got intuitive messages, creative opportunities, and love takes time. So it's almost like they want to start afresh, but they know that there's like intuitive connection there, and they know that there's creative opportunities to work together. So they want to build on that because they see you as the Empress and they don't want to fuck it up, which is sort of good. It's not sort of good, it's really good. How do they do this? They do this by planning. They've made a plan to come in and offer something sort of solid to you because they just want to do it without rushing it. They still want to make the effort and not rush it, but they've got a plan to do something. And that was our bottom of the deck as well, the Two of Wands. A lot of doubles up. So this Two of Wands is saying, let's make a plan. Let's go ahead and do a project together, or I'll support you on your project, or I see what you're doing and I'm supportive of it. Whereas before they might have been like, I'm doing this and you can come along and watch me. And it's like, no, they actually support what you're doing now and making an effort to put effort into your projects or help you out, or there's some sort of change in it. It's more of a sort of like they're realizing your value in what you bring to the table. This is what I was laughing at before. I've got the Tower again. So there's a Tower moment here. There's some sort of blowing up of like, holy shit, they're actually going to an 11-11, as I said it. There's some sort of moment of you going, oh my God, they're actually going to do what they said they were going to do. And it might be that they said it a year ago. They might have said it 6 months ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. But there is something they promised you that they then retracted or changed their mind about. And they've changed their mind because of money, or they changed their mind because of the timing of what they were going through at the time, because now they've realized not that there's more to life than money, but there's more to life than what they were holding on to. And they were holding on to something for the wrong reasons. And now they've realized that that's not worth it. The thing that's worth it is this connection. So they want to put all their eggs in your basket. That's what it is. And they're going, okay, now I've realized that this is worth it. I'm going to jump into this connection, jump into what I can put into it. And this is where it all switches over. I've got the Moon card here, so it could happen at the end of May because that's when the full moon's happening. But there's some sort of fear thing where when it happens, it's almost like you're like, are they going to pull the rug again because they've offered it the first time? And you're like, I don't know if I can trust it because I've sort of heard this before. And when I heard it last time, it seemed so good and I was excited, and then they pulled the rug. So don't feel like you can't trust it because this time it's a solid offer. I've got the Ace of Pentacles here. This is going to be a very interesting situation. And I feel like if this doesn't resonate for you, if your counterpart never offered anything or there wasn't any sort of work connection or anything, it's not for you. Don't feel like you have to make it fit. But if this does resonate for you and it feels like it could be something that makes sense to you, then it's coming forward again. It feels like it's around, because we had the Wheel of Fortune there too. I feel like it's a real destiny timing thing and it's just about to come back round. But yeah, times are definitely going to be interesting in the next couple of weeks. Look out for it. If you want to book a reading, now's the time. Things are getting very interesting indeed. TheTarotChick.com is where you book my readings. I don't do anything via direct message, so it's all done online. You just book directly and then I'll send you the information. It's very simple. All right, I'm going to post this soon. I'm going to get back to some readings now, and yeah, I get very excited about this. This feels very, getting spidey tinglings about this one. So let me know, peeps.